ladies and gentlemen, you're watching NDTV. The rift in the opposition India bloc seems to have widened, and Delhi elections have been a catalyst for that. Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress on Wednesday announced its support for the Aadmi party. This comes after Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, which is the UBT-led Shiv Sena, and Akhilesh Yadav Samajwadi Party, to announce their support for the Aadmi party in the upcoming assembly polls in Delhi. Of course, this has sparked speculation of a significant rift within the alliance, particularly one concerning the Congress party, which is running alone in the Delhi polls and also finds itself isolated despite claiming leadership of the alliance. Now, J&K Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has said that there's no clarity about India Alliance's leadership or agenda, and the opposition bloc must be dissolved if it was just formed for the parliament elections last year. Now, what does this mean for the present and future of the India bloc? Has an opposition bloc that managed to put together a significant opposition to the BJP, reducing its mandate in the Lok Sabha elections, has it now come to a state of being in a breakdown? And if that is true, who is to be blamed for it? Has the Congress party not been able to take its allies along, or is it just about political survival of each party? Have Haryana, Maharashtra victories of the BJP and its allies also contributed to this development? That's what we will discuss tonight. We will be joined by a panel of experts, spokespersons from different parties. But first, let's look at some reactions.
दिल्ली का चुनाव आम आदमी पार्टी और बीजेपी के बीच में है। ये इंडिया गठबंधन का चुनाव नहीं है। जो भी हमें समर्थन मिल रहा है, मैं उन सभी पार्टियों का दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं। वो हमें समर्थन दे रहे हैं। ममता दीदी ने समर्थन दिया और अखिलेश जी ने समर्थन दिया। मैंने इसमें मीडिया में ही देखा है कि शायद ठाकरे जी की भी पार्टी शायद समर्थन दे रही है। मैं सब लोगों का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं जो हमें आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं।
मैं इसके बारे में फिलहाल कुछ नहीं कह सकता हूं, क्योंकि हमारा दिल्ली के इलेक्शन से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। बदकिस्मती की बात यह है कि क्योंकि इंडिया ब्लॉक की कोई मीटिंग बुलाई नहीं जा रही है, तो इसमें कोई क्लैरिटी नहीं है, ना लीडरशिप को लेके, ना एजेंडा को लेके, ना आगे क्या हम रहेंगे या नहीं रहेंगे इसको लेके। शायद दिल्ली के इंतखाबात हो जाएं, उसके बाद अच्छा ये होगा कि इंडिया ब्लॉक के तमाम जो हिस्सेदार हैं उनको बुलाया जाए और इस पर क्लैरिटी हो। अगर ये सिर्फ पार्लियामेंट इलेक्शंस के लिए था, इसको वाइंड अप करिए।
इंडिया गठबंधन का एक बहुत अहम हिस्सा है आम आदमी पार्टी, और हमारी नेता ममता बंदोपाध्याय हर एक पार्टी का सम्मान करते हैं। उसका जो उचित स्थान है वो उसका रहना चाहिए। हमने आपका समर्थन किया है, हमारी नेत्री ने समर्थन किया है, हमारी पार्टी समर्थन करती है। दिल्ली में आम आदमी पार्टी है तो कांग्रेस को समर्थन करना चाहिए था, लेकिन आज कांग्रेस विरोध में खड़ी है और वोट काट रही है।
दोनों भी हमारे साथी है इंडिया ब्लॉक, तो हमारे लिए ये आसान नहीं है निर्णय लेना। मुझे ये दुख है हमें, हमारे पार्टी को या उद्धव ठाकरे साहब को, कि कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी इंडिया ब्लॉक के सम्मानीय सदस्य है। कांग्रेस तो नेतृत्व कर रही है इंडिया ब्लॉक, लेकिन केजरीवाल जैसे नेता को कंडेम करना, उनको देशद्रोही करार करना, इस प्रकार से कैंपेन करना, उससे हम सहमत नहीं है।
Sir, also speaking about, your alliance, the India alliance at this point has clearly shown Samajwadi Party and the TMC have extended their support onto Aam Aadmi Party. How do you see this being an alliance member as well?
Well, these parties are not relevant in Delhi, so what they want to do, what they don't want to do, they must be having their own alliance. All parties are scared of the Congress. They are scared that if Congress makes a comeback, all regional parties will also get squeezed in, because, most of them and the Congress voters are common. So I think they are playing a game just to keep safe in their states. As far as Samajwadi Party and Trinamool is concerned, they are irrelevant in Delhi.
So we have Akshay Marathi of the Aam Aadmi Party joining us. We also have Tuhin Sinha of the BJP joining us. Thank you both of you for joining me on this broadcast. Akshay Marathi, to you first. Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal and also former Chief Minister of New Delhi says that he is personally grateful to Mamata Banerjee for the support. Samajwadi Party and Shiv Sena led by Uddhav Thackeray have also endorsed the Aam Aadmi Party. How do you see this support, and what does this mean for your fight against the Congress in Delhi and Punjab, and also your coming together during Lok Sabha elections?
देखिए, 2 चीज़ें हैं। एक तो ये कि जो हमारे
Vasudha thank you for having me on your show. Let me start out by laying out the context of why the India Alliance was formed. In one line, the India Alliance was formed because the BJP represents a very unique threat to India's democracy. They will try every trick in the playbook to try and defeat the opposition party, whether it is to arrest people, whether it is to manipulate media agencies, whether it is to even distribute cash among the people, like Pravesh Verma of the Bharatiya Janata Party has been caught doing in Delhi. So in that context, the India Alliance was formed. I am very grateful that Mamata Banerjee, Uddhav Thackeray ji, Akhilesh Yadav ji, they are all aligned with the Aam Aadmi Party when it comes to the continuing threat of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi. And let me give you one more example of why we think the BJP remains a threat for the democracy in our country. Today, Arvind Kejriwal ji even went to the Chief Election Commissioner's office. I hope you will play his bite at some point through the show, because he raised a very pertinent point. Between 22nd December to 7th January, just 2 days ago, 5,000 votes have been submitted for deletion from the New Delhi Assembly, where Arvind Kejriwal ji is the MLA. Now, who has submitted these 5,000 votes for deletion? There are 85 people who have claimed that these 5,000 votes should be deleted. When the Election Commission asked these 85 people to come and justify why the vote should be deleted, only 11 people showed up. And can you imagine, all 11 people said, we have not given any vote deletion applications. So this kind of a scam, a farce is being perpetrated by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Why? Because they know that Arvind Kejriwal cannot be defeated without these kinds of shenanigans. If they don't distribute cash, if they don't delete voters, if they don't add fake voters to the voter list, Arvind Kejriwal will not be defeated by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Number two, about opposition unity here. Look at all four parties: Aam Aadmi Party, TMC, Samajwadi Party, Congress are partners in the India bloc, and they jointly fought the Lok Sabha elections. Of course, TMC was not part of that then, but there are differing voices now. But while there are differences, every time there's an opportunity for the alliance to come together to corner the BJP, be it ONOP or for that matter, even the protests around Ambedkar, we've seen the parties coming together. Does the BJP see this alliance that can come together anytime, disperse anytime? Do you see this as a big challenge?
Well, good evening, Vasudha. Good evening, everybody. The India alliance as of today is an illusion, and I think only somebody delusional can take it very seriously. Fact is that it's a grotesque conglomeration of parties whose only agenda was to badmouth Modi ji. They managed to somehow, they managed to win, some seats in Lok Sabha, but post that, they are on the path of disintegration. And one of the main reasons is that they don't have an agenda. Rahul Gandhi has a very clear-cut divisive agenda for the country. They have stoked caste divisions at every point of time. Throughout the last parliament session, he was obsessed with one industrialist, and with the result that his own alliance partners did not seem to support him, whether it was Samajwadi Party or the TMC. And now, of course, with the Delhi elections taking place, imagine Sandeep Dixit calling Arvind Kejriwal anti-national and Aam Aadmi Party anti-national. So after that, by what, if they really have some self-dignity, they should part ways. But then, like I said, the only thing which has bound them together in the past, and which may still somehow manage to, help them get together, is a pathological hatred for Prime Minister Modi. Beyond that, they have no agenda, they have no policy, and they are best at bad-mouthing each other and vilifying each other, which they do day in and day out.
That's a very important point. Kapil Madan, TMC and Samajwadi Party have thrown in their weight behind the Aam Aadmi Party, and this happened in 2020 also. But there have been other voices from RJD, Omar Abdullah also. Clearly, the leadership of the Congress Party is being questioned here, and such questions have also been asked of the Congress Party even during Parliament session. Like Tuhin was also pointing out that the party did take up issues that others were not aligned with. Has the Congress Party failed to read the mood of its allies, failing to keep the alliance together?
Not really. If you yourself in your opening remarks have said that the similar things have also happened in 2020, and if the similar thing happened in 2020, there was no reason to have an alliance in 2024. The alliance in 2024 happened because they wanted to fight BJP, as a united opposition firm called India Alliance. And it was very, very clear that this alliance was only for the purposes of the Lok Sabha election. It was not for the purposes of state election. And in fact, I could not, find any statement given by any of the leader of the opposition that have said that, this opposition India alliance will also be contesting state elections together. So this was very, very clear from the very beginning, because these regional parties in any case had their own individual, vote bank and vote share insofar as these states are concerned. And it was very obvious and logical and rational that they will be contesting these elections alone. Insofar as the fact that some of the parties like TMC and Samajwadi Party have given support to Aam Aadmi Party. So I think it's an individual stand of these different parties. One should always remember the fact that insofar as all the issues of national importance are concerned, I think it is the Congress party who is aggressively fighting on all these issues. And I completely, I'm awestruck to hear my good friend Tuhin here when he says it is Mr. Rahul Gandhi's, who's, propagating any divisive agenda. And I will only request, at one screen, he may play Mr. Modi's speeches, and at one screen, he may play Mr. Rahul Gandhi's speeches. And, even if after hearing both these speeches, he, comes to a conclusion that, it is Mr. Gandhi who's, divisive. So I think Mr.
Tuhin, you wanted to respond to that before I go.
Can I come in?
Yes, Tuhin wanted to say, I'll come to you.
I am glad, my friend Kapil Madan, like always, remains in denial, because our slogan, Ek Hai To Safe Hai, was actually a response to their divisive agenda. And Ek Hai To Safe Hai has really worked, because people are exasperated. People are frustrated with Rahul Gandhi's divisive agenda. If they want to continue, as India Alliance, even then the result would be what they witnessed in Maharashtra. They will be decimated. If they don't continue in alliance, even then, I don't think they have any future. So either way, India Alliance and India Alliance partners are doomed.
Akshay, I know that you want to talk about the voter relation thing, but let me ask you this. What do you think about the relationship that Aam Aadmi Party has with the Congress right now? Because in many ways, it looks like the party, TMC's support to Aam Aadmi Party is also very genuine, but also in some ways, one excuse to spite the Congress Party. So clearly, there are differences with the Congress Party. We saw Ajay Makan's comments. How is the Aam Aadmi Party placed when it comes to its relationship with the Congress Party now?
No, I think it is very clear that the Congress, which was taking a leadership role of the India Alliance until the Lok Sabha elections, has now itself withdrawn from the India Alliance and has become a partner of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi. Why am I saying this? Because if you look at the statements of Ajay Makan, Sandeep Dixit, all of them are trying to badmouth Arvind Kejriwal ji, and not a single statement has come from Sandeep Dixit against the Bharatiya Janata Party. They have not filed any complaints against Pravesh Verma, who Sandeep Dixit is also fighting against, mind you. He's not only a candidate against Arvind Kejriwal, he's a candidate against Pravesh Verma, who is distributing cash in his constituency. So I have a simple question today, that Arvind Kejriwal is the Aam Aadmi Party's CM face. Who is the BJP and Congress's joint CM face in the Delhi election today? The BJP and Congress should declare, they should come together and declare who is their CM candidate against Arvind Kejriwal, because Arvind Kejriwal is the undisputed most popular leader in Delhi today. Okay. And these two parties are forming a very unfortunate alliance and trying to hoodwink the people of Delhi. Okay. So let's make it clear who is your face.
Before I go to Tuhin, I request all of you to stay with me. Saket Gokhale of the TMC, he's an MP, also joins us now. Thank you, Saket, for joining us on NDTV. My first question to you: the support from both Samajwadi Party and TMC to Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi appears to be a direct challenge to Congress's position. Why do you think this is happening? You were at the Parliament when all the protests were also happening, so there seems to be some issue-based consensus. Is it also one way of your party showing that the Congress is not doing the job that it is supposed to do of taking on the BJP?
Hi, good evening, Ms. Venugopal. Look, it's not to spite anybody, honestly, because at the end of the day, we believe Aam Aadmi Party is best positioned to defeat the BJP in Delhi, number one. And number two, as far as the alliance goes, I think, we in West Bengal have defeated the BJP. The Congress also put up candidates against us. It did not matter. We have, shown everybody their place in West Bengal. So I think there is absolutely no subtle or subliminal messaging here. We endorse the Aam Aadmi Party, we support the Aam Aadmi Party, and we believe that they're best positioned right now in Delhi to defeat the BJP, and we hope they form the government again.
Also, after the defeat of India bloc, both in Haryana and Maharashtra, there was a lot of talk about Mamata Banerjee leading the opposition coalition. We saw Sharad Pawar and Lalu Prasad Yadav also endorse her leadership. Do you think a leadership change in India bloc is something that the allies could be thinking about?
See, I can't read minds. I don't know what's going on in the minds of people. Based on the statements that a lot of parties have made from the India Alliance, a lot of them have endorsed Mamata Banerjee as a potential leader, someone they believe can lead the alliance. She herself has said that she's happy to take on the responsibility if she's vested with that. What anyone is thinking, I'm not aware of that. But all I know is my leader Mamata Banerjee herself has said that she was one of the founding members of the India Alliance, and she'll be very happy to take on the mantle if that's what the other partners in the alliance would like her to do.
Right. Thank you, Saket, for joining us. Closing remarks from Tuhin Sinha first. Do you really see India bloc as challenging? Because there are certain aspects to their unity which have also in some ways been of strong resistance to the BJP. We saw in the case of Ambedkar protest. Do you think that there are certain areas like social justice, caste census? Do you think there are certain areas where the BJP has to be extremely careful of this unity?
No. In my opinion, the India Alliance is a non-entity right now, and I can tell you, in the time to come, in the coming weeks, you will see both the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party call each other the B team of BJP. And why? Because they know that both of them are facing decimation. BJP is headed towards a massive victory, 50 plus seats as of now. But I can tell you that, both Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are incapable of being the B team, because to be the B team of BJP, you have to work in the national interest. Number one, Aam Aadmi Party is an outright corrupt party. And where it comes to Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party, apart from being corrupt, they are outright divisive. So both of these, are nowhere capable of being the B team of BJP, even if they try to.
Right. Akshay, you wanted to say something?
I have been trying to ask a simple question. If you so believe that Arvind Kejriwal is corrupt, you're calling him names, you're abusing him, you're accusing him, then tell the people of Delhi who should they be voting for instead. You have no face in Delhi. You have not been able to produce a single leader from the grassroots. All of your leaders are people who are abusing women. Ramesh Bidudi ji abuses women. Pravesh Verma ji abuses all other communities except his own community. You have all kinds of gundas and gali galoch, experts in your party, but you're not able to tell the people of Delhi who will be your chief minister. Why don't you tell us that this ex-person is going to be your BJP chief minister, and that's why you should vote for him?
Yes.
Who is your candidate?
In most of these elections that we have won in the last 10 years, we went into the elections without naming the chief minister, which included as recent an election as the Maharashtra election. So for us, the voters are most important. And, there are so many issues. We are not calling forget us calling Arvind Kejriwal corrupt. Fact is that the 6-month stint in jail, which was upheld at one point of time by the High Court, Delhi High Court, what was that? The liquor scam has gone nowhere. He may have got a bail, but, it is the prosecution will still happen.
Okay, thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. There have been structural issues within the India Alliance. Of course, the contradictions in ideologies, distrust between the alliance partners, conflicts of interest, and also the overpowering aura of the Congress Party, with allies often accusing the Congress Party of not taking them along. But how much of that is going to influence the future of opposition unity? That remains a big question. With that, it's a wrap on this show. More news and updates on the other side.